Hi guys, so this is my analysis on the XY guys, and happy new year guys. So what am I expecting on the XY? If you watch my previous analysis on the XY, I was expecting the XY to push to the downside, and I said that we can see that I think we're around this area right here. I said there's a possibility for the XY to push up to my 23.6% fib level before we now continue to push to the downside. And I also said that this will be my first imbalance right here. Yeah, so this was my first point of interest right here. And my second point of interest was, I said if we continue to tank to the upside, then there's a possibility that we might get to 61.8% fib level before we now continue to retrace to the downside. Because if you look at the bigger time frame, let me go to the bigger time frame. Based on that, we can see that there is this imbalance around this area right here, and that aligns with my 61.8% fib level. So that was my second point of interest, and I said if that doesn't work, we'll probably get around this area right here before we now see continuing to the downside. And we can see that the first one around my 23.6% fib level did not work, and we push up to the upside. So as you can see right now, I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to delete this previous one right here. So let's just see how the market plays around this area right here. Let's see how it plays around, because we can still be on a downtrend despite the fact that it has broken this trend line right here. It might still be a downtrend to continue to push to my 61.8% fib level, just like I mentioned that in my previous video before we now continue to push to the downside. So that is what I'm still expecting on the XY guys. And as you can see that even when we broke the structure, I'm not seeing a momentum of a buy. Even after we didn't break the zone with a beautiful engulfing buy candle, a probably good retest for us to continue to push to the downside. So there is a possibility that this might be a fake out. I said a possibility. You might continue to push to the upside, or that might just be a fake out to push to the downside. So as of right now, we are still seeing right now, we can still say we are on a sell move. Like I said, this imposed a sort of a correction, then continuation to the downside. For us to properly see that we are now changed from a sell to a buy guys, at least let's see a break of zone. Let it break this previous high right here, then that will give us more certainty that we are on a buy move. Just because of how we broke around this counter trend line right here, it doesn't really solidify anything yet. So that is why I'm still thinking we might be on a possible continuation of a sell rather than a buy. So I think in the XY we just have to be a little bit more patient to see. We can see that we are having difficulties breaking above that zone. So another one is for us to actually look for a buy. Let's see if we break this zone right here, because we can see that we've been trying to break out of that zone for a while now, but we can see that it is not breaking out of the zone. So that's a possibility that we might actually continue to just tank to the downside. So I see this M pattern forming right here. I see this engulfing pattern, but it's pushing up again. So let's just see how the market plays guys. But I still think we might still continue to push the downside, like I said, rather than a buy. So based on right now, I'm going to readjust my analysis based on the new price market. So this will be my new point B. We can see that around that moment it was just reacting around this area, so I thought that would be like a possible tank to the upside. But as we can see that this is an impulse, a correction, I'm expecting a sort of a continuation to the downside right here. And we can see that this minor direction, so this is the minor direction, aligns with my the negative 27% aligns with my overall 61.8% fib level. So let's see how the market plays guys. Oh, since I adjusted it right now, we can see that we are not around any fib level right now. So I'm just going to re-strategize right now, since I just shifted this just to be a little bit more accurate. So we can see right here. So let's see if I use my fib just from point A to point B right here. Let's see, that is 61.8% fib level. If I extend it a little bit, so we might actually push up because that doesn't align with my fib level, and majority of the time I'll always prefer at least my fib level to reject with my fib level based on um how I see it right now. So let me go to a bigger time frame just to see. So there's a possibility for it to tank up a little bit. I see it maybe to around my 78.6% fib level before we now continue to tank to the downside. That's a possibility I'm seeing now, guys, based on that. But like I said, I'm still going to continue. I'm just going to draw this zone right here because we can see that we've been rejecting around the zone for a while right now, but I still want it to at least push only a little bit to 61 to 78.6% fib level before we now continue to tank to the downside. That's a possibility I am seeing. Let's see if I can draw a trend line right here to fit in its break right here. I don't think we are on a buy right now. I still think we might still push down. Like I said, for me to change my bias to a complete buy, let's just at least break the structure just like I mentioned before. Then that will give me a little bit more confidence for me to ride it up to at least this previous trend line right here. So yeah, guys, let's see how the market goes. So I'm just going to draw my thoughts. I think you're going to push up a little bit, then push down. This will be my first target, will be around here, will be my first target, and my second target will be my overall target, which is round around here. So that will be my overall target, my negative 61.8% fib level. So let's just do another thought right here from here to possible down here. Change the color of that. So let's see, guys, and like I said, if you're going to buy on DXY, let me just put my thought on buy on DXY right here. I just think we should at least break this previous one right here, give me some sort of a retest for us to continue to at least push up to around this area right here. That is if you're going to buy on the XY, guys. But like I said, I'm towards of a sell right now than a buy until otherwise happen. So let's just wait and be patient for us to see what happens on the XY, guys. I just think on the XY we need to get up, we need to gather more information for us to know our next move. So that is my quick thought on the XY, guys. If anything happened, I'm just going to reanalyze and re-strategize based on that current price action. But as of right now, this is what I'm seeing. And don't always remember, guys, we don't predict the market, react to the market. So prediction we're just predicting right now is just for us to be a little bit more open-minded in the market, to see which direction we want it to and which direction with the probability and the possibility of it. That is why we actually predict, that's how we actually forecast the market. But we need to know that we have to react to the market. The market doesn't go the way we want it, and that is fine all the time. So that is my thoughts on the XY, guys. Hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.